Hi everyone, and welcome back to Patsy's Place. I'm your chef, Patsy Puglisi, and today we're going to make a staple in Southern Italian cooking called Zuppa di Pesce, which is a seafood soup. It's excellent, wait till you try it. But before we get started, I want to thank everyone for all the comments they've been making on the webisodes, the other webisodes of Patsy's Place. They've been great, but a few people are a little confused. They've been saying, Patsy, how come you use canned tomatoes when you make your sauce instead of fresh tomatoes? Well, sometimes fresh tomatoes aren't available, so it's okay to use canned tomatoes, but when I do, I use the best. These are San Marzano tomatoes. Now, San Marzano tomatoes come from Italy. They come from the region of Campania, just outside of Naples, and these are considered the best tomatoes in the world. Almost all the top chefs use them, and yes, they are canned, but they are phenomenal. They'll make your food taste phenomenal. Don't worry about using canned to fresh, but you have to worry about the quality. So if you buy San Marzano tomatoes, your food's gonna taste phenomenal. Anyway, I'm excited about teaching you how to make this Zuppa di Pesce. So come on, let's get cooking. All the ingredients we need first, because I have it all laid out here for you. We're gonna start with 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 whole chopped onion, 2 shallots, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper, 4 ounces of tomato paste, a bay leaf, 1 cup of organic clam juice, and we're going to use 1.5 cups of white wine. Now for the fish, we have, right here I have 1.5 pounds of tilapia fillets and red snapper. Now you can use any fish you'd like, but this is what I chose today. I also have 1 pound of shrimp, tiger shrimp. I have 1 pound of calamari with the tentacles, 1 pound of bay scallops, and then I have 1 pound of clams and 1 pound of black mussels. What we're going to do is I've taken my pot and I preheated it. And I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Then to that first, we're going to add the onion. And the shallots. And these are going to cook for a second now until they're translucent. Now we're going to add the garlic. And you want to cut your garlic pretty fine. Now that your garlic is cooked down, we're going to add the tomato paste. Next goes 2 teaspoons of salt, teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. Give it a little kick. And now we're going to put 1.5 cups of white wine. And remember, don't use white wine you wouldn't drink. The same white wine that you put in your food is the same white wine you'll be drinking at the table. And I'm going to add now is my clam juice. So we're going to add 1 cup of that. And then what I did was I took my San Marzano tomatoes and I hand blended them. You know, it's a little chunky still. And now we're going to let this come up to a boil. And then I'm going to add these tomatoes. You also want to throw in 1 bay leaf. And I'm going to put my San Marzano tomatoes in here. Beautiful. So now all the sauce is going to, the sauce here, all the ingredients are going to incorporate. And we're going to let it simmer. We're going to cover it and let it simmer for around 30 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to prep our fish. While the sauce is cooking, you want to take your fish fillets, and what you want to do is you want to cut them into like 2-inch chunks. So we're going to take these fillets and we're going to cut these down. They're almost like bite-sized portions. Remember, this is cooking, so you can use anything you want. I use whitefish because it's something I prefer. I'm not really a salmon eater, but a lot of people, a lot of places put salmon in it. So, feel free. You could put flounder, you could put fluke, you could put sea bass, you can use halibut. Have fun with it. That's the most important thing. This is cooking. This is something to please you and all your friends. It's such a great thing. Now, my next thing is the calamari. So now, we're gonna cut our calamari. I love calamari. I can eat it almost any time. Fried, grilled, but especially in Zuppa di Pesce. Fresh calamari is, it's just something that's eaten all the time in Italy. People, Italians, I think Italians made Italian and Greek made calamari famous. It's a great seafood, and it's so easy to get. And we also have here tiger shrimp. Now on the shrimp, we took the skin off, peeled them, and deveined them. And then we have clams and mussels. Now here's a few things about mussels I want to show you. This is the mussel here. As you see, let me get my small knife here. The mussels, this is called the beard. So you want to clean these. You want to take it and scrape the beard, pull the beard out. See that? And then these have already been cleaned, but you take the beard out and you scrape them. And another thing you want to look for in your mussels, now you see how this mussel it's not completely closed, but if I push down on it, it doesn't close. That means the mussel's dead. So if you see a mussel like this or a clam that doesn't close up, isn't like that where it's sealed shut, that means it's dead. Get rid of it. Don't cook with it. Just take it right in the trash. That's all you need to do. Okay, so now our Zuppa di Pesce, the sauce has been cooking, the soup has been cooking, it's time to add all our seafood. So we're going to add first are the mussels and the clams. Now we're going to stir these in here, and we're going to let these cook with a cover on it for a good 5 minutes before we add everything else in. Okay, so now all our mussels and clam shells have opened up, and it's time to add the rest of our fish. First, we're going to let this cook for another 5 minutes and let the calamari, the shrimps, the bay scallops, and the whitefish all cook, and you're going to have a beautiful Zuppa di Pesce. Okay, so now our Zuppa di Pesce has been cooking for the last 5 minutes. All the fish is in. Look at that. Oh my God. This brings back so many amazing memories. My mother, Mama Rose, would make this, and when we got to Italy, oh my God, it smells so good. So here we have our Zuppa di Pesce. We're going to top it off with one of our herb crostini that we made. A little garnish. And there you have it. A fresh Zuppa di Pesce seafood soup. Unbelievable. It is so good. I can't wait for you to try this. Please try this, and don't forget, send your comments in. I love to hear, I love to talk to everyone. Okay everyone, I hope you enjoyed making our Zuppa di Pesce today, our fresh seafood soup. And remember, if you want the recipe, all you have to do is go to our website at www.patsysplacetv.com and download it there. So everyone, thank you again, and buon gusto, and we'll see you next time at Patsy's Place.